The dry spell is persistent in parts of Ethiopia, affecting mainly pastoralist areas.
We're now talking of more than 7 million deaths of animals. I was in Gode in July, and the experience there was really sobering for two reasons. There were internally displaced people, internally displaced because they didn't have anything. Their camels had died, their goats, their cattle, they had absolutely nothing. These families had completely nothing. In the same area, the levels of malnutrition for children increased seriously. In fact, when we were there were 300 children admitted in Gode General Hospital.
Humanitarian agencies that are supporting the government to offer support to the over 7 million people affected by the drought say they are facing donor fatigue as developed countries focus on other priorities like the Ukraine conflict. The World Food Programme says protracted funding shortfalls have forced it to cut rations for 750,000 refugees living in about 6 regions in Ethiopia, and some of these regions are affected by the drought. Ethiopia is depending on the same agencies that are also supporting other parts of Eastern Africa that have not seen rain for 4 consecutive seasons.
We expect that between October and December, we'll have about 23 to 26 million people who will be requiring immediate food assistance. The drought that we have had for 4 seasons now, when rains have been pretty bad in the eastern part of Ethiopia, northern Kenya, northern Uganda, almost the entirety of Somalia and Djibouti. It's like it has never happened for a very, very long time, at least not in our generation.
The UN Humanitarian Office in Ethiopia says solutions must be sought for sustainable resistance to these protracted climate change impacts.
Climate change is not going to be sorted out in 2 minutes. But, talk to the pastoralists, talk to the women, talk who look for the water continuously with their livestock. Initial conversations are that they may not want to do this for the rest of their lives. But what solutions then do you provide? And they will provide something that looks at innovation in a cultural context.
As the weatherman predicts another possibility of below-average rains in the region for a 5th year, the millions here are already feeling the pinch and struggling to survive for another day. Coletta Wanjohi, CGTN, Addis Ababa, Ethiopia.